Hello all, welcome to my channel. This is Luca the Lightworker, also known as Luca Lomi. I'm here to do your tarot reading for today. Please take what resonates and leave the rest. Let's see what we have going on in the ethers for the collective. So starting off, I did a quick pre-pull, and there seems to be some kind of communication that's coming in reference to a wealthy man, or a wealthy man may be coming in to a partnership, and that may be putting some community, some type of community in poverty. So some communication is going to a wealthy man, or it's coming from a wealthy man about some kind of partnership that they're going to be getting into. And this community, this may be a plethora of individuals, but some individuals are going to be up in arms because this means that they're going to be in poverty. So a mature woman may have been doing something on a routine basis. Let's see. Tell me more about this message. Message in reference to somebody stealing something. Something was taken away. Someone is getting communication in reference to this. This could be a letter from an institution. You may know this intuitively, or a thief is aware that a message is going to be coming in that's going to be problematic for them and their agenda. Yeah, you're aware of some kind of ritual that was being done. They may have been trying to block your intuition. So somebody may have also been trying to steal a message that's coming in, or a message that may have come in. So this may be an intuitive message that you're supposed to receive, and or this may be a message in the mail or in your email that you may have received. So something in reference to that. Just depends on your particular situation, but you may have received some kind of communication, possibly in reference to a Jezebel. This may have been your soulmate, or a soulmate, somebody that was in your energy, someone that was close to you, or someone else that was close to you. This is someone's soulmate. Someone's soulmate was a Jezebel. Let's see. Tell me more about this ritual. Oh. Ritualistic abuse using an entity. So immediately this goes spiritual. So someone was trying to block your intuitive gifts. And in order for them to be able to do that, they were using some kind of entity. And in order to be able to attach an entity to you, there was some ritualistic abuse that may have been implemented, primarily for the purpose of attaching this entity so that they could block your intuition. They may have been siphoning energy from you as well, to lower your vibration. Yeah, the Jezebel was trying to manifest something with your energy, or they were manifesting something with your energy. And this has something to do with a wealthy man. Tell me more about the wealthy man. Tell me more about the wealthy man. What about this wealthy man? Wealthy man is going through an awakening. So it may have been you that this individual was using an entity on, maybe to block your intuition. The wealthy man can also represent like a banking institution, like a lender. Yeah. Well, that was quick. Yeah, so somebody's going to spiritual jail or physical jail, but it feels like both. A wealthy man may be waking up to the fact that they're in spiritual jail, they're going to spiritual jail, or that something was being locked away, something or someone was locked away. And what comes to mind here is, you see how this thing kind of reminds me of, it's a clock, but it reminds me of, if you ever watched Beauty and the Beast, and do you remember the rose inside of the glass? It was in a container that looked very similar to that. A glass container. So I'm getting like a Beauty and the Beast reference. So I don't know if this is like a witch may have cursed a wealthy man. So Beauty and the Beast reference here. A witch may have cursed a wealthy man. I don't even know what his real name was. What was his real name? Hold on, let me check. Maybe that's important. Okay, so 2022 was the 30th anniversary of Beauty and the Beast, so that may be significant. 30 years may be significant. Maybe somebody's been cursed for the past 30 years, or something may have taken place in 2022. And there was a television series that was created. I'm hearing tale as old as time, song as old as rhyme. Yeah, so originally it came out in 1991, but I'm seeing ABC is producing or produced the television show. In the television show, it looks like her played Belle. Okay, all of this suffices to say that this wealthy man is maybe realizing that some kind of witch individual that he may have connected to possibly up to 30 years ago, or possibly 1991 is significant, or the year 2022 is significant. So someone may have cursed this wealthy man. Something may have been going on since those years that is of significance, but somebody's been in like spiritual jail, and maybe they're just realizing some kind of restriction that they have been placed under, or somebody being placed under restriction, and they're just now waking up to that. So at a distance, starseed may be of significance. So this wealthy man may be waking up to the fact that he is this starseed, or he, she, they is this starseed individual that's been locked away in some form of restriction, and or they are this individual. This wealthy individual may be at a distance from the starseed, or the starseed, they feel like the starseed is at a distance. This could be emotionally. Tell me about the courtship. Someone may be coming into, I'm getting balancing yin and yang, balancing yin and yang. And when I said her, I was thinking, you're her, you're her. So for the feminine or masculine, you're him. So you may be realizing that you're the one. So somebody may, I'm trying not to, I feel like this has been like a recurring theme, but this may be a weird situation where it's like the man in the iron mask, where there's like a twin, and like one is locked away in like a dungeon, and then the other one is like out free in the light, but it's the wrong one. That's the vibe. So somebody may have been living as another person since either 1991 or 2022. An institution may be realizing this. Yeah, you're her, divine feminine. You're coming into balance with yourself. That's wild. You're coming into balance with yourself. 10:33 on the clock, with who you really are. And that's bringing in some kind of partnership. Bringing in a partnership, possibly with a wealthy man or with an institution. This institution may be protecting you. It's either a wealthy man or an institution that's protecting a divine feminine that loves themselves. 11:11 on the clock. So it looks like a Jezebel may have been using the legal system to be in control of someone, possibly in control of their partnerships, who they can work with, who they can fraternize with as a whole, is what I'm getting. I heard power of attorney. So this Jezebel had a power of attorney over a divine feminine. They now are being protected because it's being seen that they love themselves. They're going to be coming into union with someone, and that's protecting whatever this partnership that's coming in is protecting them from a Jezebel who had possibly a power of attorney, who's been in control of this divine feminine. Now the pathway is unclear. This came out sideways for this Jezebel. Tell me about the community. They're expecting something. 1, 2, 3, 4 on the clock. They're expecting something to come in divine timing. So it's divine timing for something to come in. So if you've been seeing 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah, any of those numbers, like numbers that are in sequential order, this may be for you. Maybe a confirmation for you, a synchronicity. Something in reference to a false narrative in this community. So they may have been getting smear campaign. Yep. A love spell. And this came out crossing. This love spell, I'm getting is word magic. Someone was manipulating the energy with word magic, and they used the community to be able to spread a false narrative, possibly to enable a Jezebel to have a power of attorney. And they may have been claiming that they were someone's soulmate and that they had real love for this individual. So it's either this wealthy man, if this is a masculine or a feminine energy, if this is a person, the person who had this sketchy power of attorney may have been claiming that they were your soulmate and they loved you so much and they just wanted to, love and care for you, but really they just wanted to have control over your finances, is what I'm getting. So if a masculine energy or a feminine energy, maybe you fell ill, or there were concerns surrounding your physical health or your mental health, this person, this Jezebel energy, masculine or feminine, they took this opportunity to be able to control you and your finances. But they may have actually been the cause. If you did fall ill, this person was manipulating the energy surrounding you so that you could be ill, so that you could be considered as ill. So 1987 may be significant, 1953, 1993 may be significant, 1959, 1989. Someone may be 75 years old, 28 years old, 29 years old, 37, 39, 44, 49 may be of significance. You may also be 60 years old. Something may have been going on for 13 years, 15 years. Any of the above may be significant. Take what resonates and leave the rest. And then we have poverty. So tell me about poverty. Yeah, this community knows, they're in their thoughts, that once some kind of communication comes in or somebody gets confirmation of something, that they're all going to be going into poverty. Once you get into this partnership, whatever this relationship is, possibly between a divine feminine and an institution and or a wealthy man, this relationship is going to cause an energetic shift. The tables turn once this comes into fruition. Yeah, you manifested this really dynamic partnership, and this is going to be a new beginning, or this is somebody that you're going to have a child with. And if it's not a child, there's something that you guys are going to be birthing together, something that you guys are going to be building together, something you'll be working on together. This may be a business, possibly. Your creativity may be significant. You may dance, write, make music. You could be a chef. You're creative in some way. You could do photography. You could do fashion, you could be a makeup art, and then this monitoring spirit. You have monitoring spirits around you. They want to know everything that you're doing, because this individual, whoever this Jezebel is a control freak, and they wanted to have power of attorney over you. And part of that is because of this intense, obsessive need to be in control. This person is this person may have, I'm getting bipolar disorder, 1818 on the clock. Bipolar disorder, obsessive compulsive disorder may be of significance. They may have put out false statements in reference to you having a disorder, either to an institution or to a wealthy man. Statements may have been made about a divine feminine. I just feel like this may be like a partner. Like this may be an ex of yours. This could be a low vibrational family member. But somebody has put themselves in the mix somehow, and I'm not really sure. This could be, I didn't get mature woman yet, so I don't know if this is like a maternal figure. But let's see. Anything else? Yeah, your manifestations are successful. Because they're seeing that these, whatever these documents are, the power of attorney was fake. Someone may have faked an entire relationship with you, or having a loving relationship with you. They may have faked all of that in order to be able to get a power of attorney, is what I'm getting. This person may even work in the legal system, or they may work in law enforcement. That may be of significance. Anything else from here? Yeah. They're very concerned about you coming into, I heard, close quarters and close contact with whoever this is, this institution. This could be like a banker, an attorney, a financial advisor. There's somebody that you're supposed to speak with. And once you speak with this person, these people are going to jail. You may need to sign something. Okay, tell me more about the thief. You don't have any attachment to whoever this thief is. So yeah, somebody was like binding themselves to you, binding your intuition, binding themselves to you. You don't have an entity attachment. You're not, this abuse didn't work. This may be a psycho ex, your psycho ex, or somebody's psycho ex that may be connected to you in some way. Somebody's being exposed, possibly for having an entity attachment. I heard it may be showing on their face at this time. Something is showing up in the physical. Whatever they were doing spiritually to manipulate your energy, to make you appear a certain way, that's actually how they're showing up now. So this person, yeah, their wishes, what they were wishing for you is manifesting in their own lives. Somebody is not happy. They're not happy because they're being exposed. It's too late for them to fix something, to undo something. So if they had like a false power of attorney, it's too late for them to fix anything, to talk to you about it, because you don't have any attachments to them. So if anybody has stepped in legally to get clarity on this, they're like, okay, we'll reach out to this individual. You know, we need to confirm some things. They weren't able to do it. Tell me more about this wealthy man. Moving on, letting go, loving you. So you may be this wealthy man. You may be this wealthy man or wealthy individual that's getting to move on from a situation. And this could be because of a starseed that's at a distance. So the starseed did something, or, you know, something along those lines. Something happened at a distance that woke someone up, that they were in some kind of mental entrapment, is what I'm hearing. Somebody may have ghosted someone, you or they may have. This wealthy man may have detached from something or someone. Or you may be free of this wealthy man. So that may be significant. So you may be getting free from a wealthy man if you're not the wealthy man. Or free from an institution. So a psycho ex, a wealthy man may be escaping a psycho ex, or your psycho ex is the wealthy man. So that's significance. So this distance may be also that the starseed is creating distance, or the starseed is now distant from the psycho ex. They are being blocked. So you may have been receiving spam calls and spam texts, and you may be free. So a wealthy individual, somebody's psycho ex, may have been abusing the legal system to have you trapped. Uh-oh. This may be somebody that you have a family with. And if it's not somebody that you have a family with, then this may be someone in your family or someone you treated like family. Oof. Yikes. Yep. Someone is having, yeah, so like I said, anxiety, under pressure, time running out, ghosted. Somebody had a certain amount of time to be able to get back into your energy, to be able to prove that whatever legal bindings they had you in, that they were indeed legal. I just saw 25:55 on the clock. So that may be significant. Time is running out because you ghosted them. This may be a family member. This could even be a psycho ex's family that you may be escaping from. It could be a couple different things, but yeah, you may be escaping from your family and a psycho ex and their family, a psycho ex that you have a family with, and or a wealthy man. Jeez, it's a lot of people. Yeah, these people were keeping track of you, or this is them. They're being tracked right now. Their movements are being tracked. They may be under pressure because that they know they're being followed. Circle K may be of significance. Somebody may be meeting up at a gas station. The Northeast may be of significance. Northeast of a city, of a country. Musgrave. Somebody's Googling something. Somebody who's effed up over you may be Googling something at this time. Possibly the psycho ex, the family, and or a wealthy man, or in this institution potentially. Tell me more about this pathway. Yeah, the pathway is blocked because these individuals, like I said, they were using some kind of spell work. You were protected against a love spell that these individuals were doing. So they may have been manipulating the energy around you to make people not like you, to make people have like a certain level of, I'm getting almost disdain for you. So they may have just not been receptive to your energy. So that could be maybe the reason why this whole situation transpired in the first place, was because of energetic manipulation. They sweet talked individuals using word magic so that they could pull this off, this Jezebel. This could even be like a crazy person that was saying that they were your romantic partner. That would have been the love spell, that they're your romantic partner and that they were concerned for your well-being, so they needed to take care of you. And they're just doing the right thing. And this divine masculine came out sideways, so this person wants to appear to be a divine masculine, but they are faking the funk about being a divine masculine. Yeah, and they were faking up the funk because they wanted to avoid legal matters. And the only way that they were going to be able to avoid legal matters is if they showed up in the upright. If they appeared to be in the upright. And the answer is they didn't show up in this upright divine masculine energy. They were able to delay the legal matters, but they weren't able to stop them completely. So the wish that they wished for, like I said, they manifested the bad news in their own lives. This was a choice that they made to engage in whatever this word magic is, to manipulate the legal system. Things aren't looking so good. Somebody might be getting coffee when they receive this bad news. They're hearing some bad news on their cell phone while drinking coffee. I'm seeing that part of Aladdin. Where is that? When they get into where all of the jewels and the gems are in the beginning of the movie, and it's like him and his little, what is his monkey name, Abu? And they're inside, and the sand starts to come down. That's what I'm seeing. So something may be in reference to the Middle East. Prince Ali, mighty is he. Yeah, I'm hearing that song. So someone was showing up like Prince Ali. I'm just hearing that voice, that tiger, the voice of the tiger, and that green gemstone. So green gemstone may be significant. So jade, or what's the other? Peridot, jade, not garnet. What's the other green stone? Emerald. Emeralds may be significant. The emerald tablets may be significant. Somebody had a toxic lifestyle, and that's what led to the bad news. Let's see. Anything else that we need to know? This is somebody who had a love-hate relationship with you. This is who was saying that they needed to be your caretaker, somebody who hates you like 60, 70% of the time. Why would that be your caretaker? It's giving Kathy Bates, misery. So the name Kathy or Bates may be significant. Somebody may be an author. You may write about this. Somebody may be reflecting at this time about what they did. Yeah, somebody was stubborn. They were selfish. Some name Ali, I guess, may have been significant. Or Aladdin might be significant. Somebody's ashamed. And the cycle is closing out. So, yep. So while they are losing sleep, you are going to be receiving some kind of communication because somebody has been exposed. You're going to be able to walk away from a situation. And yeah, this community is going to be in poverty because they made false statements in order to be able to achieve their manifestations in reference to a relationship with a Jezebel spirit who wanted a power of attorney over you. Anyway, that's the gist of it. I hope that helps. And if you like the way that I read, please like, comment, subscribe, share the video, hype the video. And yes, you are free to leave a donation. The link is in the description box. Thank you for spending time with me. Bye-bye.